when the pot's been raised and re-raised to him.
All in.
Oh, and he says, I'm going all in with it. Over the top play.
Let me look mine.
Kathy up on her feet here. Now Ricardo with 8 deuce. Ricardo going out. Action Bob out. And David. So it is back to Kathy, and they're going to show the cards.
Well, Kathy has the 2 overcards. She's happy to see what she's up against here. She was afraid her opponent had 2 kings or 2 aces or ace king, something like that, where she'd be dominated.
Did you have a
As it is, it's a race situation. The 2 jacks, the favorite to win the hand.
Kathy Liebert, originally out of Connecticut, now living in Las Vegas, a great professional player. Can she get lucky?
She must win this pot if she wants to keep the hope of women alive in terms of winning a World Poker Tour event here tonight.
Well, will luck be a lady tonight? Here comes the flop.
Yes.
There it is, an ace right in the door. It's thumbs up for Kathy. She says to her mom, there you go. I did it.
Keep him. Hold him. Ace. Another one just in case.
So far, so good. D'Agostino looks like he had a dagger in the heart there.
You're right, Vince. He's got to catch a jack. It's not over yet. He's got 2 cards to catch a jack.
It's a 9.
Well, a 9 comes off. So with 1 card to go, Kathy Liebert has to dodge a jack. D'Agostino has 2 outs.
Will luck be a lady tonight? It's coming down the river. Here it is.
Well, it's a 9.
She's done it.
So the hope of women capturing a World Poker Tour title lives on here tonight.
The very happy-go-lucky Kathy Liebert doubling up there. So excited to stay alive here. She's got to be tickled pink.
I was hoping to get aces. I had to settle for ace queen. What can I say?
You're right, Vince. Always a great feeling when you're all in and you double up to stay alive, especially at a final table.
All right, the decision this time is going to go down to Al Ardabili. Lone amateur at the table. He looks at San Francisco, 49, goes out.
Around to Kathy Liebert now. Kathy peeks down at the 10-8 of diamonds, folds it.
She's not going to play that junk. Now Johnny Daggs, suited connector, 8-7 of spades.
Well, he's been spiraling downward here, but it doesn't slow down his aggression. As you can see, he is popping it up here, making it 200,000 to go with the 8 high.
You gotta love this guy's gambling him. Loves to throw it around, and now it's on Ricardo Festeo. Got a pretty good hand. He's got ace jack.
Well, let's see how he's going to play it. Do you want to call? Do you want to come over the top? Is there a chance you throw it away? He is going to make the call.
Yes, he is. Around the table to Action Bob Wang. He's got an interesting hand, Jack 10 of hearts.
It's the kind of hand you like to see flops with. He's got 40,000 out there. Cost him 160,000 more to call. But he's gone all in.
David quickly folding.
Vince, he's gone all in for nearly $2 million here.
Johnny Daggs going out quickly.
Well, Action Bob is doing it.
Action Bob out of Jersey making a huge move here.
Vince, this man is earning his name here now. Ricardo has him dominated. It's ace jack versus jack 10, but you don't know it when you're sitting at that table. You have to give your opponent for a better hand than that. Ricardo lays his hand down.
Don't these guys realize they're playing against Action Bob?
Well, I'm telling you, Vince, put Action Bob in capital letters right now. What a play he made there to pick up that pot.
Well, you know what? You know what time it is, Mike. It's gambling time here at Borgata. Once again, the antes and blinds are going to go up. $15,000 ante. And the blinds are going to be 60 and 120,000. They do that to force these players to gamble, not to play too tight, and that's what you're seeing right now.
That means you've got to get in there and pick up some blinds and antes because there's so much out there. Action's going to be on David Singer.
He's got a hand. He's got ace 9 of clubs.
He's going to raise it here. Makes it 325,000 to go.
Al quickly out. Kathy throws away 7-6.
Around to D'Agostino. He looks down at King Queen. He's gone all in with it, Vince.
Oh boy. Ricardo Festeo with Queen Deuce. Can't play.
Well, Action Bob gets out of the way.
And back on David Singer with an opportunity here. He's got ace 9 of clubs.
Well, his problem, Vince, it's going to cost him about 950,000 more to call. Now, he has more chips than Daggs does, but not many more. Only a couple 100,000. Now, these were the two guys that started out as big chip leaders going into this final table. It could be a death blow for one of them if David Singer makes this call. If he only knew Daggs had king queen right now, he'd be jumping through hoops to get in the pot. But Daggs going to make it happen here, forcing the action with the king queen. David Singer laying down the best hand there.
So a nice pot for John D'Agostino, the 22-year-old, going after $1.5 million first prize here tonight. Stay tuned. We're coming back with more exciting action from Borgata in just a moment. Welcome back to the World Poker Tour. We're at the beautiful Borgata Poker Casino watching the Borgata Poker Open. 6 players remain.
Bench, you got to wonder if fatigue sets in. These players played till 5 o'clock in the morning. I know adrenaline's pumping when you're playing for $1.5 million, but these players have got to be tired. Now action's going to be on Kathy Liebert here.
Goes away an 8 deuce. John out.
We're under Ricardo.
He's got 7-5. What's he going to do with this?
He's capping his cards here. Thinks better about it. Throws it away.
Fakes us out. Now it's on action. Bob not going to play his 10-8.
Now David Singer looks at Jack 9 in the small blind.
It's just not his night so far, but
well,
relentless poker player.
He's an aggressive style player, but he's up against an amateur who normally plays pretty tight, sitting on his left. Al going all in here, Vince, with a pair of threes.
Okay, I'm all in.
Well, Al's short stacked. Hasn't picked up many hands tonight.
No more picking on Al.
Al's very pretty wife Vendela in the audience, sweating out her man.
Well, Vince, David Singer now calculating what we call the pot odds, of course. How much is in the pot versus how much he has to call. Right now, there's about $1.4 million in the pot. Well, you hate to put in another $550,000 with Jack 9, but on the other hand, if you have 2 live cards, you're only about a 2-to-1 underdog. Here he is, getting nearly 3-to-1 odds on his money.
I call. Call. He's gonna call.
Oh. Well, he's making the call. Al's not going to like this. He didn't want him to call with anything. He just wanted to win the pot right away. So it turns out David Singer makes a great call here with the Jack 9. It's an even money situation. The 2 overcards versus the under pair. And Al, the only amateur at this table, has got to win this pot to stay alive. Both players holding their breath. Here comes a flop of 3 right in the door. Al has done it. He's flopped 3 threes. David Singer has flopped a pair of 9s.
That's like sitting on a pitchfork.
Ricardo hit 2 runners to beat David Singer. Right now, David Singer must catch 2 runners to beat Al. Let's see if he can do it.
I'd like a 9 just for the action.
David Singer is sitting there like the Temple of Doom. You can't blame him.
Well, he's got to catch 9, 10, Jack, or Queen to have any kind of chance to win it. Well, the 10 comes off. That means he's got the straight draw. So he has 4 outs. He can catch a Queen to win this pot.
No queen.
River card coming up. Can David make this work and knock out the lone amateur Al at the table?
Well, there's 4 ladies in the deck. David Singer's got to see one of them right now to win this pot. It's a 3. Al has made quads. 4 threes to take down this pot. So Al, who's been very patient so far, certainly goes all in at the right time here, Vince.
Yes, he does. He was short stacked, very excited, gets a big hug from his wife, and the nightmare continues for David Singer.
Well, Vince, Al's been very patient so far tonight, but his timing perfect here to move all in with the 2 threes. He ended up making 4 threes.
Okay, big pot for Al.
I'll tell you, David Singer just got to feel like he's going the wrong way down a one-way street right now here at this table. Can he get back on track? Can he come back from the small amount of chips that he has left?
He's got lots of fans out here. Oh, just a huge stack in front of him. Life is good.
Yeah, my name is Al Ardabili. I used to work on Wall Street, but now I'm a private investor in the equity markets. The investing world and poker are very similar in nature in terms of the characteristics of the risk and the reward of everything that you're getting into. I personally like the poker world better. Just have a bunch of guys who are out there, they all know what they want to do. They want to take each other's chips. I think the luck's going with me. I decided not to shave until I actually busted out of the tournament, and so I look like a mountain man out there at the last day. Normally a clean-shaven guy, but not going to mess with the luck.
The amateur feeling good right now, moving close to the chip lead.
Yes, he is. All right, let's get back down to the felt. Kathy quickly folding her hand. John D'Agostino going out with king deuce.
There goes Ricardo. He folds too.
Around to the button. Action Bob Wang. He's got a pair of sixes. The button in front of him. And he's going to raise, he says.
350.
He's going to make it 350,000 to go.
350.
That's going to set David Singer all in. And look, Vince, he's making the stand with the ace high. Can't blame him for that.
Ace 8. He pushes it all in there. David Singer circling the drain at this point.
310.
To Al. Now, Al has got a lousy 4-9 offsuit. Yes, he's got a little money invested, but you wouldn't think he'd stay involved here.
It's up to Al.
It's 300.
He asked how much
right?
David Singer had is 310,000, but he's got to call 350. That Action Bob raised.
Bob, I hope you're not stealing this time.
I don't know what he's thinking about, Vince. He's got 4-9 offsuit. How do you call an all-in player with that hand?
You would not think so.
I'm gonna let you guys do it.
Well, he finally does make the laydown.
310 is there.
So here we go, a race situation. David Singer with the 2 overcards. He's got the ace 8. Action Bob has 2 sixes.
Okay, 310,000 to bet. Robbie shows down a pair of sixes. Ace of Davis.
David Singer singing the death march right now. In a lot of trouble.
Vince, nothing has gone right for David so far at this final table. He had a big chip lead coming in here. He could be out in 6th place if he doesn't win this pot. His tournament life on the line right here.
5 cards remaining.
The flop is Queen 10-5.
No help for David Singer.
David needs an ace, an 8, or 2 running cards to make a straight.
Otherwise, we're going to have to drag the white sheet over him. It would be over.
Well, the 10 comes off, so that means he can now win the pot if a queen comes off, because he'll have queens and 10s with a bigger kicker, the ace kicker. So we are down to the river card. David Singer must catch an ace, a queen, or an 8. Otherwise, his day is over.
He needs the big suck out. Can he get it?
Here's the river.
He's had no luck so far.
He didn't.
And the no luck continues.
David Singer, the former lawyer, body bagged out of Borgata in 6th place.
And Vince, I know he is shocked right now. He had high hopes of capturing this title. Just nothing went right for him today. He spiraled downward from the opening gun here at this final table, and he is out in 6th place.
Well, he's going to pick up $250,000 for this performance tonight. But we got to say goodnight to David Singer. We're down to 5. Stay with us. We're coming back with more on the World Poker Tour.
Welcome back to the final table of the Borgata Poker Open. I'm Courtney Frail, and here are some of the poker highlights so far.
As the war at the shore began, 2 players looked to write their names in the record books as the youngest winner ever and the first queen to be king. But early on, unknown pro Ricardo Festejo stole the spotlight by doubling up 2 times. Amateur Al Ardabili made his presence known, and Action Bob Wang gave early favorite David Singer more action than he could handle.
David Singer, the body bagged out of Borgata in 6th place.
Now, 1 amateur and 4 pros remain in Atlantic City, all fighting for the top prize of $1.5 million and their own place in poker history.
Well, Vince, it shows you in No Limit Hold'em anything can happen. The first guy out at this final table was the monster chip leader coming in here. One of these 5